Hi everyone, this is Perry. Want to welcome everyone back to the videos here at the Hampton Network. So I certainly hope all is doing well. What I wanted to do is just record a video today. Actually going to be discussing the top 10 crypto resources for absolute beginners in 2019. So in this video, I'll be discussing 10 of what I think are the most important resources that you should have in order to be successful with cryptocurrency as an absolute beginner. I kind of wished I would have had this when I first got started back in late 2017. So in my opinion, this is probably the best time to invest in digital currencies in 2019 because basically we're pretty much in the accumulation phase. All that means is the prices are reasonably low at this point, although some of you may not think they're low, but compared to what they're going to be, I think they're pretty low. I also think that the bull market has pretty much begun. I mean, we've been in the bear market for over a couple of years or longer. So I'm actually happy that we're currently back in the bull market. So I think you guys should excuse me, should attempt to get started today investing in cryptocurrency. This is not financial advice. I'm certainly not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you my opinion and just giving you guys just something that that you may want to take a look at in terms of investing in cryptocurrency. So a couple of things I'm going to be going, well, a few of the things I'm going to be going over today will be training and knowledge. These will be things like online courses, obviously YouTube, which is what we're doing now. Also crypto news websites. I'll kind of show you those later as we go on, once I actually go to the web to show you a lot of other things. Coinbase, I've done a video on Coinbase, and I would ask that if you haven't watched that video yet, go back on my channel and watch that introduction on Coinbase. I think it'll be very helpful for a new beginner. I'll also be talking about Coinbase Pro, and there's also a video on Coinbase Pro. I'd also highly recommend that you go and take a look at that video as well. Give you an introduction, a quick tutorial on Coinbase Pro. I think these are the best two fiat on-ramp gateways that you can use if you're brand new. If you're brand new to cryptocurrency and you want to just start investing in cryptocurrency. So I highly recommend take a look at those videos. Also, we'll be talking about CoinMarketCap. This is basically a website that's going to show you, all the different cryptocurrencies, and I think there are over 2,200 at this point. I'll go over that as I get to the web portion of this video. Also, crypto news websites. Once again, I'll be going over those live, and I'll give you I'll go to the web and show you those news websites. Also, the Brave browser. This is actually very important. That's another great resource. I mean, you can go to, YouTube. If you go on any other browser and you go to YouTube, and if you don't have premium, if you're not willing to pay for YouTube premium, you have to watch ads. You don't really have a choice for ads when you go on any other browser. But what the Brave browser, if you were to download this browser, it actually blocks those ads, and you can pretty much watch YouTube videos ad-free. So I certainly recommend that. I'll show you that browser later. Ledger Nano X. This is another critical, important resource that you need in terms of something to store your cryptocurrency on. There's different types of wallets. As you know, there are paper wallets, software wallets, hardware wallets, which is what the Ledger Nano X and S is. And I'll go over that later. But I highly recommend that you go ahead and pick up a Ledger Nano X, and you'll need to pick it up directly from the manufacturer. I wouldn't recommend you go on Amazon or Craigslist or eBay and pick up a Ledger Nano X. You want to go directly to the manufacturer, and I'll try to include a link in the description where you can go and pick up that Ledger Nano. I'll also be discussing TradingView. All this is, and I don't want to go too in depth with this, as this is a beginning a video for complete beginners in crypto. But I will kind of show you TradingView. It's just a excuse me, it just basically goes over the, technical analysis. In crypto, there's a, fundamental analysis, and then you have your technical analysis. TradingView is definitely the technical analysis, and I'll give you just a basic overview of that. And that's a free platform. I mean, there is a paid version, but If you're just beginning, I think the free version would actually work out good for you. Next, everybody needs money to invest. I would also recommend you invest carefully. I'm not here to tell you how much to invest. Invest pretty much whatever you can afford. I certainly wouldn't put your entire life savings into crypto at this point. That certainly wouldn't be wise, but I would say start small and take small, affordable steps. Last but not least, I'll be going over diversification. I'll just give you an example. I'm going to be going over this blog that one of the blogs, or many blogs that I read. So I'll kind of share that with you and for the live web portion. Okay, we'll get started with the live web portion of this video. I'd also ask that you watch this video all the way to the end, as I'm going to be covering a lot of great things for you. I certainly hope you find value in the content of this video, and I'd also ask that you subscribe and like the video if you actually like it. I'll also ask you to click on the notification bell so you can be informed of future videos. So let me get out of this presentation here, and we'll go ahead and go straight into the web content here. So we'll talk about, the first topic was training and knowledge and online courses. This is Udemy, udemy.com here. I'm actually logged into my account here, but I just did a quick search for cryptocurrency, and as you can see, cryptocurrency is very popular, especially this time because, once again, like I said, the bull market has pretty much begun. So you can just go through and explore some of these courses and see if they interest you. I know about 10 of them. Superman here is another YouTuber. I think is actually pretty good. I enjoy his videos. So you can just take a look through these courses. And like I say, you can just do a search for, cryptocurrency once you go and log into udemy.com. You don't necessarily have to create an account in Udemy, but just to browse, you can just browse. But if you do decide to take one of the courses, you can just create your account in Udemy and, pay via PayPal, or you can also use your credit card, but I prefer just using PayPal. It's very simple to purchase the courses and just watch the courses and just do your own research and learn as much as you can, prior to investing. But, a lot of these courses are great. The news websites that I'm going to go over are actually great. And I think, with this guide, this tutorial, I think you have exactly what you need as a beginner. I truly wish that someone would have did a video like this when I actually first got started in cryptocurrency. So once again, just make sure you go over to udemy.com and just, choose, there's a lot of videos to choose from. Like I said, I would just, start with the ones that, pretty much say beginner. And they'll give you a great an overview on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general. So that's Udemy. If you have any questions on that, please feel free to put them down in the comments section. I would certainly appreciate it. Just go briefly over Coinbase. Once again, I have a video on this. You'll want to go and check out that video on my channel. And this is actually the best place if you're brand new, an absolute beginner. To get started in this space. It's very easy to use. Once you sign up, create your account, link your bank account, or link your credit card accounts, you can go and start buying crypto on this site. It's actually a great site, and once again, it's very easy for beginners. Now, once you've created that Coinbase account, you'll actually their sister platform, if you will, is their actual exchange. The trading exchange is what used to be GDAX. It's now called Coinbase Pro, and this is what you see here. It's just a screenshot. This is the actual site for Coinbase Pro. I also have a video on this, so you want to check out that video as well if you haven't already. And with this exchange, this is where you can set your market orders, limit orders, or your stop orders. I would suggest using the limit and stop orders, because that way you don't want to you want to save as many of your profits as you have, and you want to just kind of place limit orders, because market orders, as when you place those, whatever the price is at the time, that's what you're going to get. But if you look just a little bit of the charting, and I'll show you trading view later. It's just a brief tutorial. You may want you'll always want to place limit and stop orders. So I don't want to get too much in detail, as this is a beginner video. So if you have any questions, once again, you can go ahead and put those in the comments below. Let's talk about CoinMarketCap. This is excuse me, actually one of my go-to websites here, because earlier I told you it was roughly over 2,200 cryptocurrencies. As you can see, it's 2212 at this point. So basically, this is going to list all of the coins. You can click the next 100 if you need to, but just real basic. Basically, you can go here and you can see the current market cap. As of the making of this video is 277 billion. 24-hour volume is 83 billion. The Bitcoin dominance. This is very important at 55.7%. As you go through your training and you take you watch some videos and you take the Udemy courses, you understand a lot more about Bitcoin dominance as opposed to the other altcoins. So Bitcoin pretty much has a largest market cap. It is the #1 coin. But every other coin you see here in this list are considered to be what's called alternate coins, or altcoins is what you will hear most likely. So you can also see the exchanges, and there's a lot of exchanges available. You can also set up your watch list. For example, if you want to just take a look at Ethereum real quick, you can see it gives you the current price, and I mean these are interesting prices. I remember couple of months ago, the price of Ethereum was right around 118, 120 bucks. So if you would have bought back then, you would sort of be sitting pretty well, and this is expected to go much, much higher. So what you can do if you want to know the markets that you can purchase Ethereum on, you just click on this market tab. It'll tell you all the different markets where you can go and trade and buy Ethereum. So, my favorite exchange is obviously going to be Binance. You can get, Binance is one of the largest exchanges in terms of trading volume. So just wanted to kind of show you, they give you some social media tools. They got other tools. You can take a look at the historical data. But we certainly, just go to the chart. They'll just show you a quick overview of what the price has been. You can set the different time frames. But once again, this is a beginner video. So that's CoinMarketCap. So we'll go ahead and we'll move on to some of the great news websites that you can go to. This is also part of your, DYOR, do your own research actually, and educate yourself on cryptocurrency. It can be a little overwhelming, but I would say just pick maybe 5 or 6 of the the best websites, news websites that you like, and just go ahead and just browse through some of the articles and blogs on these websites. And these websites pretty much have all the latest and greatest info on cryptocurrency. So NewsBTC is one. The next one we'll go to is CryptoSlate. As you can see here, they have a lot of information on this site as well. They also have all the, some stories are the same, some are different. That's why you should actually try to go to 5, 6, 7 different cryptocurrency news websites. So this cryptocurrency news here is another great website. Once again, has all the latest and greatest stories, so you can definitely check that out. That's actually a very, very good. This is actually one of my favorites. Also, Bitcoin.com. This is another great news site that you can go to get all the latest and greatest news on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency coins. So let's try look at a couple of more. Cointelegraph, another popular one. So I highly recommend this one as well. Let's go take a look at all the different articles and blogs on this site. It will certainly help you educate yourself. Last but not least, CoinDesk. I actually like this one as well. A very clean website, and it has a lot of great news on there as well. So those are just a few of the cryptocurrency news websites. There are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of these websites, but the ones that I've showed you are my favorites. But that doesn't mean they have to be your favorites. You can just go take a look at them and just see for yourself and see what you think, and just use the ones that you actually like. And you can just go to Google and you can just do a Google search for best cryptocurrency websites, or top 10 cryptocurrency websites, and you'll get all of these in the results. So I highly recommend looking at those news websites. Okay, let's continue on, and we'll go ahead and go to the Brave browser. Actually, this is definitely my favorite browser at this point. You can just simply go to brave.com and click on this and download this Brave browser. They actually have just a lot of great information. This is an open source browser here, as you can see. It is actually 8 times faster than Chrome and Safari, as you can see here. It also, you can save money because it can save you on data charges if you were to have to use your data plan to download content if you were watching on your mobile phone, and the Brave browser works great on the mobile phone as well. And this is one of my favorite features here. It blocks unwanted content. It keeps it keeps count, and I'll show you that on the next screen. It keeps count of how many sites is blocked, ads is blocked, and also you can actually earn rewards. And I'm also a Brave content publisher, so using this browser, if you were to watch my videos, you could actually earn the basic attention token, which is, as you can see right here, the Brave rewards, and you can tip myself or any other Brave content providers and BAT, and you can also earn BAT while you watch. So that's actually I think win-win for everyone. So the Brave also blocks some software that can follow you around. You guys have seen this if you've been browsing for a while. You know what I'm talking about. So that's just a bit on the Brave browser. I'll make sure I include a link down below in the description of this video, or you can go ahead and pick up Brave. So I highly recommend this browser. And this is a page I was talking about, where it lists some of your favorite browsers here. Once you get in, it shows you all the trackers that have been blocked, and as you can see, the ads blocked. You can see that's real time, and also it talks about the amount of time that you save. So this is just a beautiful interface, and I'm actually a huge fan of the Brave browser. Ledger Nano X. There will be a description and a link in the description below, so you can pick up the Ledger Nano X. And once again, you'll want to get the Ledger Nano X because it's like I said, it's one of the many wallets. It's a hardware wallet, so you can keep your crypto via your private key stored offline. So what we'll do now is just take a look. As you can see at Trading View, I don't want to overwhelm you with this. Once again, this is a beginner video. So I just have a couple of simple moving averages set up. They're written in the blue lines here. I also have, this is an interesting indicator here. It's called the Market God. I use this sometimes, not all the time, but it pretty much, kind of tells you, when to sell or when to buy. It's actually interesting if you can watch all these different, and this is a RSI indicator. Just kind of shows you whether it's either oversold or overbought, or kind of anywhere in between. Once again, it's a basic video. You can also set up alerts. You can set up an alert, and this is a free version, by the way, but there are premium version, but this is a free version. You can set up, I think it's 2 alerts in the free version. You can set up, I think, quite a few more in the paid version, but I kind of have this set to send me a sell alert. I have actually been testing with this. But I'm going to be changing that to buy alerts since we're in the bull market, and and basically in the bull markets you want to everything I've been taught is to buy the dips, because the market's going to go up and down consistently. It's going to go up over time all the way, but you're going to have dips in between. But so you buy the dip, and you can kind of use this indicator to kind of help you out with that. So I don't want to overwhelm everyone with this, but you can just simply head over to tradingview.com. And they also have a lot of different things you can use. They got a lot of different charts. But once again, I don't want to overwhelm you. This is a trading pair, Bitcoin to US dollar. This is a 4-hour chart that shows the different types of candlesticks. This is where you can select your indicators. This is where you can set up your alerts. And also, if you want to manage your alerts or add an alert, you can do that here. So that's just a real quick, but once again, this is an introductory video. So I want to keep it very, very basic, but these are the tools that I use today to trade and invest in cryptocurrency. So I certainly hope you're getting value out of this content. I would ask you to subscribe, like, and click the notification bell so you can be notified of future videos, because I will be doing them actually more often. So this is that one blog I was telling you guys about earlier. This is from HackerNoon, and I have to give all the credit to HackerNoon. So just another blog. And he briefly went about how to kind of diversify your cryptocurrency portfolio. He talks about all the different types of coins. He goes over the use cases here. And here, let me just go right here real quick and just talk about this briefly. There's several different types of cryptocurrencies. And once again, he doesn't list all of them, but these different categories, if you're just getting started, this may not mean much to you now, but as you learn more, it's going to be extremely helpful to you. So basically, if you take a look at this one here, store of value, that's pretty much what Bitcoin and Digix is. Bitcoin primarily is just a basic store of value, period. That's it. Just like, a lot of folks call it the digital gold, and I certainly agree with them. The next category is world computer, or I want you to think of blockchains when you think of this. They got Ethereum blockchain, you got Neo, EOS, Cardano. This is another one of my favorites. Cardano, and then you got the Tron blockchain. I'm pretty sure everyone's heard of Ripple or XRP. These are like payment rails, and also Stellar, Bitcoin Cash, things like Monero and Dash. Internet of Things, IOTA, that's a very popular Internet of Things current coin. Also cloud storage, such as Sia coin and storage. These are not all altcoins, with the exception of Bitcoin. Remember, Bitcoin is the primary, and pretty much everything else is considered an altcoin. This next category here is what they call decentralized apps. And this would be basic attention token. You heard me mention basic attention token earlier when I was talking about the Brave browser, where you can actually earn basic attention token, or you can reward us content creators in BAT, or basic attention token. Okay, stablecoin. This is something that you really need to know about. This is pretty much tied to a particular currency, i.e. US dollar. The most popular one is Tether, Pax, DAI, USD coin, or USDC. Excuse me, and the Gemini dollar. When you look at these on CoinMarketCap, they're pretty much going to be right at about $1.99, sometime $1.02, sometime $1.05. But they're going to average around $1 because they're tied to the US dollar. Decentralized finance, won't go too much over that, but that's Maker, because I want to just keep this video basic. Cryptocurrency exchange utility tokens. Binance Coin by far is one of my favorite exchange utility tokens, but there are others, Qcoin and Cash. But once again, my favorite, I may be biased, but my favorite browser, and not browser, but my favorite exchange is definitely Binance. Tradable digital assets, I won't cover that. That's Wax, so that's just as an example. But he also goes on to talk about, from above, the well-balanced crypto portfolio will not just include Ethereum, Neo, and EOS, and Cardano, because those fall into, once again, the world computer or blockchain. So you want to kind of diversify. So, as he dig deeper, and I won't go over this, matter of fact, I'll skip past this, and let's go to his version of what he considers a diversified portfolio. I somewhat agree with him on some of these. And I kind of like the first one where he says, I have no clue. In other words, he just picked 10 of the top 10 coins and used 10%, invest 10% in each. So that's an interesting approach. I don't know if I'd do that, but that is certainly interesting. But, it's something that you may want to consider. There are certain people who are Bitcoin or Ethereum maximalists, mostly Bitcoin maximalists. What you can do there is pretty much invest 80% in either Bitcoin or Ethereum. But if you're a Bitcoin maximalist, for example, you would put your 80% in Bitcoin and 20% in all the other different categories that I spoke about earlier. He mentions a conservative diversified portfolio here, where you put 60% in either Ethereum or Bitcoin, or 20% in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and 5 other coins in the top 10. So that's another interesting approach. A whale is basically, an institutional investor. These are millionaires and billionaires. Hopefully, we'd like to be those one day. And if you're watching and you are one, that's great. Someday we all hope to be that. So this is just interesting. I won't cover that one, but basically, in conclusion, he goes on. You really need to decide on your own how your cryptocurrency portfolio is going to look. So I would say do your own research, invest very carefully, take small, affordable steps when you're investing. If you want to just start out with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, for example, you can certainly do that because, and also there are some altcoins on Coinbase. There's not many, but if you really want to get into the altcoin market, you can set up an account on Binance and you have access to a lot of different altcoins. But I think that's a little bit beyond the beginner, and I just want to keep this on. Excuse me, as a beginner video, and what I want to do now, I want to kind of share with you some of the coins that I have in my own personal portfolio. This is not an all-inclusive list of coins that I have in my portfolio. This is only some of them. I have many, many, many more. But let me just show you that real quick. So I have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, also hold a Ripple, Stellar, Cardano. Once again, Cardano, this is absolutely one of my favorites. It's a very, very great project. And also, with all these projects, I'd like you to, just go, when you go to these projects' websites, take a look at the white paper now. It's a very technical document. So you might want to just browse through that, or I would recommend at some point you actually read the entire thing, but a lot of us don't have a lot of time to do that, but just kind of browse over, the white papers for these projects. So you can just read up on these projects, actually see what they're about, to see if it's something that you're really interested in investing in. So Cardano, like I said, is one of my favorites. EOS is another great one. BAT, we talked about that. VeChain, this is a supply chain technology. Nano and Dash, like I said, I have roughly, I think it's about 25 to 30 different projects in my portfolio. But I just want to kind of share you a little bit about my portfolio. This does not mean you should go out and buy these. I would not recommend that. I would highly suggest you do your own research. Only invest what you're comfortable with investing. Do not put your entire life savings in this. And once again, with disclaimer, I'm certainly not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. So I would just recommend that you just do your own research. And I certainly appreciate you guys staying to the end of this video. And once again, I'll go ahead and wrap it up. And I would ask that if you like the content, I would ask that you please subscribe and like and click that notification bell. And I would like for you to, watch all my videos, and I will be putting out more content in the very near future. So I want to close there, but I want to thank everyone for your attention. I certainly hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are and whatever part of the world you're in. I certainly hope you have a great day, and you guys take care.